Who all we have on, Mr. Harmon?
We've got Mona Moore. We have Miss Andrea Kirk Cook. We have Miss Alfida Eckhoff, and we have Miss Shira Smoot Johnson.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and lead again today, Ms. Harmon, if that's fine with you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the meeting is called to order today. Committee, and I'd like to formally ask Ms. Jones, our secretary, to call to make sure it's formal. Call the roll. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Mona Stevens.
Here.
Andrea Kirk Cook.
Present.
Shira Smoot Johnson.
My power just, yeah. Hey,
Shira Smoot Johnson.
Okay. My power just went off. I may have to do I'm not if the internet. Let's see. Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ms.
And Miss Alfida Eckhoff.
I'm here.
Okay. We have 4 present. We have a quorum.
Okay. We first like to call item number 3. Lights are off, y'all, so bear with me. They just went off all of a sudden. So see.
Miss Eckhoff, this is Tom. We got lights here. Would it be helpful if I read the item?
Yes, that would help a lot, Tom. If you could read out everything for me, please. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. I'd be happy to. On the agenda, we have 2 items for consideration today. Both are brought before the body by Town and Country Body LLC. They are requesting a setback variance for a canopy construction. They have just completed a new facility at Town and Country, and they're near their body shop. They're constructing a canopy to run from one building to another building to ease employees in foul weather, also to transport materials back and forth in a dry environment. To go from one building to the next, they're having to cross a property line, which is an issue. But Town and Country owns both pieces of property, so they are essentially crossing their own property line. Mr. Watts is here representing this today, and Shan, and I don't see if Attorney Payton is logged on or not, but we got together with Ron Gilbert, city engineer, and decided that if this body would grant a setback on each piece of property that the canopy will be on, and it requests a setback all the way to the property line, then there's not a violation because the setbacks are granted by variance down to nothing. And so we think that's going to be the best, most feasible way to do this and make it compliant with the city regulations and make it legal. So with that being said, item 2 is requesting a setback for the variance for canopy construction for 4927 Civic Lane.
Okay. Did we get any objection, Mr. Harmon, from anyone?
No, ma'am, we've had no objection whatsoever. We have had no one is here in City Hall to speak either for it or against it. No one has phoned either for or against. There's been no letters, no emails. We've had 0 discussion on this whatsoever.
Okay. Any board members, y'all have any questions about it? Since there's no questions from the board, would anybody would like to make a motion at this time?
I motion.
Was that Mona?
That's Mona. Sorry.
That's Mona.
I second. This is Shira.
Okay. It has been motion and second. Ms. Jones, could you please call the roll?
Yes. Ramona Stevens,
Aye.
Share Smoot Johnson,
Aye.
Andrea Kirk Cook,
Aye.
Alfita Akoff.
Aye. It has been passed by the board. And please confer with the investment building department, Mr. Harmon, please. What's the next one, Mr. Harmon?
This is item number 3. It is also Town and Country Body LLC. We're requesting the same setback variance for the adjacent property, which would be the other end of the canopy, 4931 Civic Lane. Identically to our discussion on the previous item, we have had no one in opposition. We've had no one in favor of. No one is present. No one has phoned, emailed. No one has written letters. We've had no discussion or opposition on this item whatsoever.
Okay. Anyone on the board have a question?
Mm-mm.
Okay. No question at this time. Anyone on the board would like to make a motion right now?
I motion. This is Mona.
Okay.
I second. This is Cher.
Okay. Ms. Jones, would you call the roll?
Ramona Stevens,
Aye.
Share Smoot Johnson,
Aye.
Andrea Kirk Cook,
Aye.
Alfita Akoff.
Aye. It has been passed and has been motion and second and passed by the board. So it is approved. Please check with Mr. Harmon, our building department, of anything you do.
Thank you.
Are there any more items, Mr. Harmon, today?
No, ma'am. That concludes the meeting. That is all the items. You're welcome to adjourn at your discretion. I'd like to remind Mr. Watts, there is a 14-day appeal process here. If someone were to show up after this meeting and have some issue with it, they do have 14 days in which to appeal to a circuit court. I just have to tell you that because it's legally that's correct. You've had no opposition whatsoever. I see no reason in the world that would be an issue. But just so you are notified.
Okay.
Noted. Thank you.
You're welcome. Meeting's adjourned. Sorry about my license. I'm calling to see what's going on.